Good morning, students. Myself, Monica Nancypriya, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I'm handling the subject code is WE3017, Embedded C Programming. Today, we are going to discuss a very important topic in Embedded C, that is operators and expressions. Before writing a big program, first we must understand what is the how calculation and decisions are going to happen inside a program. For that, operators are very important. A simple question: if I write a plus b, what is plus here? What is plus? In between, we are writing a plus b. What is plus here? Yes, it's an operator. So today we will see about what is operator, types of operators, how expressions are evaluated, what is the precedence rule, and what are the bitwise operators. This is very important for embedded system. First, we are moving through the what is operator. First, what is the definition says? An operator is a symbol, that is plus or minus or multiplication or division, which tells the computer to perform some mathematical or logical operation. Very simple meaning. Operator means action symbol. The example A plus B. Here and A and B are operands. Here A and B are operands. In between the plus is the operator. Without the operators, we cannot do any calculations or decision making. If we have only A, B, what operation will it will perform? Nothing will do it. If we are put plus in between of A and B, then it perform the addition operators. Then what are the types of operators in C? In C, operators are divided into different types. What are they? Arithmetic operator, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, increment and decrement operators, conditional operators, bitwise operators, and special operators. Now we will see each one by one. First, arithmetic operators. These are the basic mathematical operators. First one is addition. Then second one is subtraction. Third one is multiplication. Fourth is division. And the fifth one is modulus. That is a remainder. For example, if int a equal to 10 and b equal to 3, we are introducing a modulo division between the a and b. What it gives? This modulus gives only the remainder value. That doesn't give quotient value. It gives only the remainder value. If I divide 10 by 4, what is the remainder? 2. So these are the modulo division remainder. This modulo division only gives a remainder value. Next one is the relational operator. They are used for comparison. What is mean by relation? We have to compare one with another one. That is the relation operator. This symbol which is represented as less than, and this is less than or equal to, and this greater than, and this is greater than or equal to. This double equal to is equal to. One exclamatory and equal is not equal to. Okay, so they always give result 1 as true and 0 as false. If 5 is, for example, we consider 5 is greater than 3. What is the answer? Yes. Yes, no. 5 is greater than 3, no. So what is the output? The output which displays 1 because it is a true statement. So it delivers the output as 1. Then it's the logical operators. The logical operators are used to combine conditions. What is this? This is logical and. And this is two parallel lines which is described as logical or. And this exclamatory is logical not. For example, if A equal to B and B equal to C. This all condition must be true. Explain simply, and is both true. Okay, and is both true, or is anyone true. If we are introducing the symbol or, is anyone true, and is not is reverse result. It's true na, it will come as false, and is false na, it will come as a true. In embedded system, logical operators are very important for checking multiple sensor conditions. Here we are having a truth table. This is for A and B for 2 bits 0, 1, 10 and 1, 1. For A and B, and which is perform multiplication. So A 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 1, 0. 1 into 0, 0. And 1 into 1 is 1. And this is, what is this? OR condition. So OR means in the logical addition. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 1, which is given as 1. 1 plus 0, which is also given as 1. And 1 plus 1 is also given as 1. Then this assignment operators. What is the assignment operator? In this assignment operator, for example, x is equals to 5. We are taking. Okay. In shorthand assignment, x is equal to x plus 3. Instead of writing this, we can write as x plus equal to 3, which is similar to, is minus equal to, into equal to, divide equal to. This makes the program shorter and cleaner. Okay, this is the shorthand assignment. If simple assignment operator is a equal to a plus 1, but we have to write is the shorthand operator a plus equal to 1 and a minus equal to 1, a into equal to m plus n, a by equal to m plus n, a modulus equal to b. These are the shorthand operator. The next one is increment and decrement. These are very important. In this, plus plus indicates it's an increment and it increased by 1, and the minus minus indicates a decrement and it was decreased by 1. For example, a plus plus or plus plus a. This is very, this prefix plus plus a and the postfix is a plus plus. What is the difference? This prefix plus plus a indicates the value increases first, then used. What is postfix a plus plus? What it indicates the value used first, then increases. These are the difference between these two things. Then if we initialize a equal to 5, then b equal to a plus plus, then what is the value? B equal to 5, then it becomes 6 because a plus plus, it is a postfix. So first value used first, then increase. So what is the value? 5. So then increased to 6. Okay, then b is equals to plus plus a. First, what it becomes 6 first, then the value is 6. Okay, so this is very important. And the next one is the, so the rules for plus plus and minus minus operators. What is the rules for the plus plus and minus minus operators is, these are the important, these requires the variable as their operands. When postfix, that is uh, in the increment decrement is this requires the value as a operand, when the postfix is plus plus or minus is used as a variable in the given expression. The expression is evaluated first and it is incremented. We have discussed earlier, no? So that would be the rules for plus plus and minus minus operators. The next one is the conditional operator. This is also called ternary operator. What is the ternary? What is the syntax for this? First, a condition question mark and the value 1 colon and the value 2. For example, A is greater than B. It's a question mark, A colon B, where the expression 1, 2 and 3. What is this? EXP1, EXP2, EXP3. These are the expression. So working of the operator, the value expression 1 is evaluated first. If it is non-zero, first A greater than B, it's a non-zero, then the expression is evaluated and this becomes the value of the expression. Second option, we have two probability. First one is if the expression is said to be 1. So this will happen. If the next probability, the expression 1 is false, that is 0. That means the expression 3 is evaluated and its value becomes the value of the expression. This is the conditional operator. The next one is bitwise operator. Bitwise operator means it work at a bit level. In embedded system, we use bitwise operator to control registers. Here we are having bitwise and here we are having only one parallel line. In logical, we are having two and symbol and two parallel lines for OR, but we have to differentiate, no. So in logical, we are having two and signal for logical and two parallel lines for logical OR. But in bitwise, we are having only one and for bitwise and for having only one single line for bitwise OR. For bitwise exclusive, we are having the upper mark and the shift left is double less than and the shift right is double greater than. If we want to set a bit in a register, we use a bitwise or. These are very important microcontroller programming. In embedded system, we mostly use bitwise operators. In microcontroller, microprocessor, we have to give program, no. So in that we have to use that bitwise and bitwise or and the bitwise exclusive or. And the next one is special operator. The special operator include we are having the special characters. In phone also we are having the special characters like comma, bracket, and less than, greater than. These are the special operators. This comma operator is comma. Then size of the pointer operators is and that pointer. How we have indicate a pointer star symbol. Then a member selection operator that is dot minus greater than. This tells how many bytes the integer occupies. Next wise is the precedence of operators. What does mean by precedence? This is the rule. Now it's a very important concept for basic maths also. We are having a BODMAS rule. We all know about the BODMAS rule. What is BODMAS rule? It's the brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. If we are having one problem, okay, we are giving high priority to the bracket, division, and multiplication. Okay, so the lowest priority is plus and minus. Okay, so first, for example, we are having 5 plus 3 into 2. So first we are giving a high priority to multiplication and then we are giving a high priority then giving priority to addition. If we are having bracket of 5 plus 3 into 2, so what we are giving? First we are giving high priority to the bracket because in BODMAS rule we are having the first name with brackets of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So we are having a bracket. So first we are giving a high prioritized to brackets of division. Next, if we are having a division symbol in a problem, so we have to use the division. And next, if we are having a multiplication symbol, we have to use multiplication. And we are having an addition symbol, we have to use addition. So we have to use as a prioritized priority wise. Next, the rules for the evaluation. Evaluation of expression. First rule is first brackets from left to right. These are the most important thing and the innermost bracket first. First, we are always evaluate the innermost bracket and then the precedence rule. What is the precedence rule? BODMAS. That is the bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So, if the same priority from left to right, this is called the associativity. Okay, this is the hierarchy of operators. First, we are having the description. This is the function or called array element. In array, we have to use the square brackets. And then we are having the increment, decrements, addition, subtraction. These are the operators are used, which is common in the associativity of right to left, sorry. And then we are having the multiplication, division, and modulus. This will have the associativity of left to right. We are solving this problem from left to right, and for addition and subtraction, increment, decrement, we are, have to solve this problem from right to left. Okay. Next, in this, what we are discussed about this video, this today's video, we discussed about operators, type of operators, increment and decrement, conditional operators, bitwise operators, precedence rule. These operators are the backbone of programming. Without operators, we cannot perform any operation in embedded C. Next class, we will see about the next topic. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video.